Well, hey everybody, your good buddy 650 here. Welcome to season 4 of the new bike build series, and in this season we're using this beautiful 2018 Yamaha R1M, and we're going to add some amazing parts onto this beautiful machine courtesy of our good friend Manny at Moto Million. We've already done quite a few things, mods to the bike. Look at that. And the turn signals, they look outstanding. And after we're done modifying this bike, which is, we have a long way to go, right, Zach, before it's completed?
We're just beginning. We've barely started, just scraping at the iceberg here. We got lots of power modifications, cosmetic modifications, and should come out looking one of a kind.
Yeah, man.
We're trying to do something different. There's not really that many Yamahas done up out there, besides just full carbon fiber bodywork. So we're gonna do that plus more. It should look awesome at the end.
I agree, man.
Run better than it does now.
Wow. And then after we're all done modifying it, we're going to give this bike away to one of you people viewing the video. Information on how you might win this motorcycle is in the description. And here we go. What are we going to do today, Zach?
Well, let's see. We got a tinted windscreen.
Oh, cool.
So,
from my good friends at Zero Gravity?
Yes, Zero Gravity. The double bubble.
My favorite.
So we'll get that installed. And then next video, I believe, this bike's going to go to the dyno. Yes. And you're going to have who?
We're going to have Nick from X-Plane Flashes. Okay. He's going to flash the ECU in the bike, which is going to remove the restrictions. And hopefully, Zach, it's going to improve the throttle response that you do not like right now.
Thing. Hopefully we get rid of that little wiggle in the throttle. That'll be great. Yeah. What we're going to do, though, is prep the motorcycle so that while you guys are there, we can do a quick air filter swap. We have, courtesy of Manny from Moto Millions, the P80 Sprint air filter, which is one of their newer air filters. Yes. And it flows a ton of air, yet it still filters good enough that you can use it on the road. The only one that filters less is for track use only because there's not as much dirt and grime flying around in the air, you know? Right. So this one is approved for road use. So what we'd like to do is have him do his tune, set it up. We'll see the different power numbers just from that. Yep. And then it'll just be a couple screws so you guys could change the air filter. We'll put that in and see if he would need to change his fuel map, if it makes more power, what just an air filter can really do. Does it do nothing? Because we don't know. Yeah, man. We've never seen it, so we're curious. We're going to find out.
I'm excited, man.
And everyone else gets to watch.
Hell yeah. So, they get to come along for the ride. I want to do this on Friday here. Not sure when that video is going to make it up to Patreon and then onto YouTube, but soon afterwards.
Yeah. Well, let's get going and get rid of this clear windscreen.
Yes.
Tint this out at least. Looks like they used another Torx fastener here. Kind of weird for the Japanese bike. So we'll start by removing these four, at least loosening them. We do have to at least loosen the mirrors. I can't remember if we can cheat it or not, so we're going to try to cheat it. Okay. You are supposed to take the mirrors off and unplug them, which requires you pulling these inner panels here. We're going to try to just cheat it, maybe just move them out of the way, wrap them in some rags, slide the new windscreen in. I can't remember if we can do it that way or not. We'll find out. Okay. But this is how it would go in the shop. I would try it like this. And then if it doesn't work, give up and remove those panels and just unplug the mirrors. You get one side. Can't get both. We may have to give up and just take the mirrors off.
All hands on deck, huh?
Yeah, so we figured out where we were getting stuck at. There's actually a mount on the stock windscreen up here, which the aftermarket one doesn't have, where you have to push it forward and then it releases off that little Z-bend. And now we should be able to try to wiggle it over our mirror mounts. Get it out of here. Wow. Yeah, this is what was, was catching us up here. Yeah. But on our new windscreen, it doesn't have that, so hopefully we either don't need it or... Yeah. And that's probably also why it was easier to change yours, because you already had the tinted one on. You were just going to a clear Zero Gravity double bubble. So let's see if this fits. Let's just give it a quick test fit. Actually, we probably shouldn't give it a quick test fit. Let's get the well nuts in there, because once we get it in, we don't want to have to get it.
Yes.
All right, we got our well nuts in, so let's see if we can slide this new one in. How much easier or more difficult it is. go. Halfway there. Get past this other guy here. Go. So that part's all lined up. And yeah, it just doesn't use that extra mounting point, so that's way easier.
Yeah.
If you did want to make switches between tinted and clear. Now we just have to put our mirrors back on and put the 4 screws back in. Or otherwise, to get this little panel off, it's a screw here, there's a screw up here, there's a fastener up here, there's a push pin here, and then there's another one hiding under here, so we have to release the outer fairing so we can get to that screw.
Okay.
Just so we get the inner panel off to unplug the mirrors. So it can be done without doing all that. That's what we wanted to see.
Yes.
So that's good to know. Just finishing up by installing the 4 screws here.
Okay.
They're going to be just beyond hand tight. They're going into those rubber walnut pieces. So sometimes you got to hold underneath so that they find their way in. Oh, otherwise that happens.
While you're doing that, you just showed me the installation diagram for this, huh?
Yeah. It's pretty intuitive, right?
Yeah.
Using it all. So you got the whole bike apart in the picture.
Wow.
Just put A to A and B to B.
Well, this is great. This is how we learn, man.
Yep. Doesn't always go perfectly smooth. Yeah, I don't think I ever took the stock windscreen off your other bike. That's why. You always,
right.
I think it pretty much, you had them put the
Yamaha one on.
From the
yeah.
get-go. Pull that off. Let's get this other sticker off. These usually, it says melting instrument cluster precaution. So due to the shape of it, it may melt your windscreen. No, basically, if you like how I leave my bike parked outside all day, if the sun does wind up on it every day in the same spot, it can act like a mirror and wind up putting a little indent in your windscreen.
Oh, wow.
There's some stock windscreens that even have trouble with that. Like, just you have to watch where you park your bike. You know.
Okay, didn't know that.
It takes a long time.
Looks great, though.
Yeah. It's got a much higher
Yes.
arch to it, so much easier to tuck in or have the wind kick over you. Shouldn't be hitting you in the face. Our stock one's almost flat compared to it.
Yeah.
Alright, let me just snug up the mirrors and that is installed. So now that we got the windscreen installed, let's get to that air filter so we can do some cool testing in the next video.
Yes.
If we have time, we'll take a quick peek, see what the stock air filter looks like. I'll give you a quick run through. Maybe you'll even change it yourself, Eve.
Ooh, me? Doing some manual labor again?
Yeah,
okay.
It's been a while.
Yes, since the first season, actually.
And I don't think this piece is carbon fiber, so definitely gonna have to correct that.
Yes.
Can't have
Manny has it
half
coming.
carbon fiber bodywork.
Yeah, Manny sent it. It's on its way.
So now the question is, do we paint it?
Right. We might have to make a poll for patrons to the side.
I say we paint it. See the Velcro?
Oh, yeah.
Roll that off the
That's
front.
awesome.
Yep, just plastic. You can see it's painted plastic. Mm-hmm. Not all that heavy, but
Yeah.
still. And this is our air box, or half of it. We're gonna leave that piece off too. So all you guys should have to do is pull these 2 bolts here. One on the other side. And then we're going to loosen up that back one. See if I can get away without getting a wrench. Probably not. Oh yeah, can't. Good. So we'll loosen that up. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll give us enough. So now we're just going to find, all you'll need, or I'll give it to you, we'll get a piece of wood.
Yep.
That'll fit underneath here and prop the tank up so we can get the air box lid off and you can change the air filter.
Back with the piece of wood.
Back with the piece of wood. We'll just slide it all the way through. It props up your tank real nice. And now these were the screws I'm talking about. You have to loosen all these all the way around.
Okay.
We'll use a drill on as many of them as possible just to speed it up. but some of them will have to be done by hand.
Okay.
So let's take a quick peek. That way you guys won't have to show it either. You can just swap the air filter out. We'll see what the difference is between the stock one and our Sprint
P08.
P08.
And we're going to leave most of these screws out for us, or we're going to put them back in, or?
We should probably put them back in so we got a good seal on the air box.
Okay.
And now this will just pop up and we can get to our stock air filter. It kind of rocks up and out like that. And let's take a look at what we got. We have fabric, and then it's soaked in oil. It does a very good job of filtering out dirt. They actually say you don't have to change this for 24,000 miles. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. It says, of course, more often if you're in dusty areas. Mm-hmm. But if we hold it up to the light here, I mean, we're not seeing anything through there, right? You can see a little bit of light.
Yeah.
But not a whole bunch. Let's take a look at our Sprint filter here. It comes ready to go. I believe it's made out of polyester.
Okay.
Sealed in a bag to be nice and clean, so we'll pop it back in there. But if we hold this up, look how you can see the light bulbs.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to flow that much more air, but they found a way that this fabric will trap almost as much dirt as the stock one. So because dirt is definitely an enemy of an engine, and especially with titanium valves in there, you want to keep that engine nice and clean.
Yes.
You can see it has the same mounting points, so it'll just slip right in, click down. You put the box back on.
Awesome.
And that's all that there is to it. So I'm going to put this back in the box for now, because we're going to put the stock one back in and see what happens on the dyno, and then switch to this one and see if it changes the fuel map or changes power.
Okay.
With just one simple mod.
Alrighty, so Zach's gonna get the bike buttoned up and get it ready for us to transport to Ducati Detroit, so my good buddy Nick Marino can flash the ECU, remove the restrictions, smooth out the throttle, and add more power. Today, Zach installed the tinted zero gravity windscreen, and along with this motorcycle, we're including a clear zero gravity windscreen as well. Awesome, just in case the person needs to use this bike on the track and he wants to mount a GoPro up there. We're going to put the GoPro mounting stuff there too, and we'll safety wire it like they did for me at the track. It's really easy to do. I might be able to do that myself.
Maybe. Yeah. Let's see how it works with our awesome new triple.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're getting a new one. Yeah, we're getting a new triple tree. We're getting new clip-ons too, right?
New clip-ons, some Nintendo buttons.
Well, now Zach, there were some comments on Patreon. Folks were asking, is there a way to make the riding position more comfortable with those clip-ons and all that kind of stuff?
That's not really what they're for. Mm-hmm. The riding position on this bike is already pretty comfortable. It's not far off the S1000.
Yes.
It's a little more cramped, but not bad. The whole advantage to the clip-ons are that they're going to be longer.
Okay.
And anytime something's longer, we're going to have more leverage, so you're going to feel like you have more control over the motorcycle. And it's going to give us more room for the switchgear that we're using and our brakes that we're using, because we're switching to a Brembo master cylinder.
Yep.
And with the switchgear that we want to use and that, it barely fits on the stock clip-on. Like, it almost doesn't. So we need the clip-on for that. You can move them forward and backwards, and they'll have maybe a slight roll to it. And with our triple clamps, we're going to be able to adjust our actual front end angle, rake and trail, with different inserts. So it will be very adjustable to someone's riding style, but for comfort, not so much. It's not like we're moving the handlebars above the triple tree. We don't like to do that kind of stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough. All right. Well, thank you, guys. Zach spoke again in this video, even though he had just said goodbye. Okay. Well, we really do mean it this time. Thank you guys so much for supporting the New Bike Build Series. Someone's going to be really, really happy to win this motorcycle. And Zach, we also have a surprise towards the end of this build series that we're keeping a secret for the folks as well that support the build series. There's going to be a second motorcycle that we're going to give away this season, just like we did the first season. Yeah. It's going to be an awesome bike.
All right.
Yeah, I tell you, it weighs under 440 pounds wet.
Under 440 pounds wet.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's a sport bike.
Oh, and it's a sport bike.
And it has a cult following. Yeah. So you guys have to stay tuned and support the New Bike Build Series so that you can have the opportunity to win this Yamaha R1M or the second bike that we're going to give away, which we will reveal towards the end of this build series.
Cool. Sounds like great stuff coming then.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited, and you are all set to take this bike to the dyno.
Awesome.
And see what happens with our air filter experiment. Thanks for watching, everyone.
All right. Thanks, Zach. Awesome. So go ahead and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. You can subscribe to the channel by clicking subscribe. New videos are always uploaded to the channel. Don't forget to click the link in the description so that you can support the new bike build series. We'll catch you next time, guys.